This is very interesting because most of the time people have no idea how to figure out whether they're in the right space. And so you find yourself doing something for 2-3 years, you've started a degree and then you drop halfway. And most of our young people start a degree just because your parents told you, just because that's the degree that your grades could allow you to do, or that's the only thing that's available. That's the one where you got a scholarship or whatever. But it's very important to figure out whether you're in the right career, because it's very painful to waste 5 years of your life doing something only to figure out that you hate it. One of the things that will help you know whether you have the right career is, do you lose track of time when you're doing it? When you find something that you really love, when you start doing it, the clock stops. As in, time just flies. You forget the time, you forget what time it is, you forget your appointments, you forget the time of the day, and you just get lost in it, you get immersed in it. You put your head down and you wake up and 2 hours are gone, just like that. That's one clear evidence that you are in your career, that you are in the thing that you love doing. You lose track of time. You get into that space and you get so consumed by doing it. You get so consumed with the small things that you need to learn, small things that you are learning, the impact that you're making, that by the time you look at your clock, time has just flown by. So that's one of the ways that you know that you're in the right space. When you do what you're doing, does time seem to crawl? Does it stand still? Do you feel like, 10 minutes is 2 hours? If you're doing that, then it means that you're laboring. If you're laboring in that thing, then probably you may want to rethink that career, because 2 years are going to feel like 20 years. You'll be doing that thing and you're going to age as you do it. When you're doing something that you love, you don't age. You can do it for 5 years and you feel like you just started the other day. But you're going to hate it if you feel like time just, stops and crawls when you're doing it. So check yourself. How does time move when you're doing it? The other thing is, when you're doing something that, when you're in your career, it energizes you. When you do that, you get energy from doing it. You don't get depleted by doing it. So if you're doing something and when you go to do it, you feel so drained, you feel so discouraged, and you feel like, this is something that I again have to do. You have to get up in the morning to do that thing and you actually hate it. Then you probably need to rethink your career. Okay. I know most of us, or many of us, are in jobs that are not that exciting, but it's important to understand in terms of energy, not in terms of, work, because all of us have to put in work whether you like it or not. But do you feel drained when you come out of work? Do you feel depleted? Do you feel like something has been taken away from you? You've been robbed. Your psyche, your joy, your peace, they've been robbed. By the time you're coming out of work, you're more irritable, you're more angry, you're depleted. You feel like you just need to wash, you need to change and get out of that uniform. If that's the kind of feeling that you have, then you honestly need to rethink your career, because what happens is that depletion will lead to discouragement. Discouragement will lead to depression, and we know where that's going to take you. That's dangerous. So those are two ways that you know whether you're in the right career. Okay?